And it's BJ right here at the Gumbo Pot. We've got Josh, the designer of Coalition Councils of the Republic. It's already funded on Kickstarter, but Josh, there's just a few days left, right?
Yes. We are ending the campaign on Tuesday morning. There's still 4 days left to go to get in there if you like what you see here.
A Louisiana game designer with a Louisiana artist.
Yes.
The wonderful Coco did all the artwork, right?
Yes.
And right here in Acadiana. So you've done lots of playtests, but this is my first time playing. Doug, you've got experience?
I've played it once before.
And Nick, you know this game, right?
Yeah, like
so we got to keep our eye on you, right? Nick knows the game. Nick did tell us about a special rule that we need to follow all night tonight, right?
Yes, you have to go with everything that I say.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm
That
going to
is
do
always
that.
the final say.
I don't know if I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
Well, you did get some playtesting in at Southern Board Game Fest, right?
Yes.
So, and you might remember Josh because Josh was also running the GEAUXPUB section along with, oh my God, who was running?
Jeremy.
Yeah, it was Jeremy.
Yes.
I drew a blank for a second. Okay, so let's get right to. We're gonna look at the table, and if you don't mind, give us kind of the elevator pitch, and then tell us how to play the game.
Yeah, so this is Coalition, Councils of the Republic. That is a negotiation party game for 4 to 15 players, so we are on the very low end of the player count tonight. But as you will see, it holds up pretty good. So we are medieval politicians.
If they want to see a bigger playtest, they can see that small channel No Rules part. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody
You've ever
knows
heard
those
of
guys or not. Have you ever heard
Yeah.
of them? So,
Yeah, NRB did a great game.
they really did.
But they didn't have the designer there, so they're not as cool. Anyway, so we're going to be medieval politicians. We are in a little Italian-esque city-state, and we have to draft a new constitution for our city-state. So what drives this game is the fact that we each have overlapping goals, right? So our main goal in this game is that you want to get the stuff that your faction cares about onto the scoreboard, right? So you see the clergy here, they have blue, that's order, and green, justice. They want to get that onto the scoreboard. But you'll notice each of those things is shared with another faction. So if you go blue, order, that's going to benefit not just the clergy, but also the nobles.
Yes.
So that's what makes this game tick. That's the main scoring mechanism. There's some other ways to score points. We'll talk about that later. But the biggest chunk of your score is going to be shared with other people.
Yeah. That's kind of the high level. Okay, so you gave us some player reference guides, and that's
Yes.
going to be available with the project, right?
Yes, and they
right?
won't be on these little sheets of paper.
Ah,
They'll be
that's
on this very nice chipboard.
As we always say, this is a Kickstarter preview, so or during the campaign, there are some things that can change during the campaign, materials, components, all that. But Josh, you play tested this game a lot. Not that much is going to change, although it's going to be better components.
Yes, yeah. A lot of what you see here tonight, especially like graphic design wise, like we've got tons of notes on how to iterate and update and all that. So
all right, so give us the round structure. We kind of know what we're doing, what's going to happen during the game.
All right, so I'd like to preface this with if you ever have any questions, of course you can ask me, but also 90% of what you need to know is on the player reference.
Right.
But higher level structure, I like to say that it is we talk, we negotiate, we bid, and then we live with the consequences of our bids. Yes.
Good.
So we have these influence cards here. That's the currency of the game. Every round, we're going to have a simultaneous blind bid to determine what kind of article we're adding to our new constitution. And that's just a mark on the scoreboard. If you want to do one as an example, that's great. So Nick's going to bubble in. All right, so that's a justice article. That's just a mark on the justice track on the scoreboard, right? So we're going to have a blind bid to determine which one we're doing. So whatever color is the most bid is what's going on the scoreboard. So for example, if we do more freedom cards, red freedom than anything else, that's what we're putting on the scoreboard. But then after that's done, we have to live with the consequences of our legislation, and that comes in the form of these edict tiles. So you'll notice they're double-sided, right? We've got blue order, red freedom, and a green justice or yellow wealth. So we're going to resolve exactly 2 of these every round, and which ones are determined by the state of the scoreboard, right? So in this example, justice is ahead, so it stays on the green justice side, right? So yeah, after that's done, we negotiate, we bid, and we live with the consequences again, and we do that till the game ends.
What's the game ending trigger?
Game ending trigger. All right, I've done the higher level. You want to get down in the weeds a little bit here.
Just quickly. So
Sure. Yeah. So
it goes by player count, as I remember.
yes, it does. So you'll notice we marked off these little spots on the tracks here. Those are what we call greater edict thresholds. I'll talk about what that means in just a second, but that's our game end trigger. Once we reach 2 or more of those thresholds, that means that round will be the last round, right? We'll play out the round, we'll finish it, right? But once we reach 2 or more of those thresholds, that's the end of the game.
All right.
Anyway.
So when I watched the video, what I was impressed was if this is a game that even if you didn't know how to play it, the first round is going to kind of teach you the game. You think?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
I see lots of skeptical faces at conventions when I'm explaining. They're like, what the heck? And then after the first round, all those people are like, they're wheeling and dealing. They're like, hey man, take these cards, give me those cards, like let's do this, and da-da-da.
Yeah, and if this game looks familiar, it's probably because you've been at so many conventions over the
Yeah,
last
we
year.
have.
Yeah, tons of
We
conventions.
have Gen Con, Origins, BGG Con, all that.
All right. Let's get right to it.
We need to erase this one.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, you noticed that Nick put his card.
Uh-huh.
Just hoping that we'd leave it in there, right?
I mean, it
Yeah.
doesn't hurt me,
It would
but
be
you know.
wonderful for me.
All right. Let's talk about. Let's give you some more of the in the weeds
Oh,
stuff.
I like it. Sure.
Okay. Cool. So we talked about ending the game, right? Once we reach those thresholds, those greater edict thresholds. What are greater edicts? Those are these long flags. Oh, hi.
Somebody checking in.
Hi, Devin.
Hey, thank you for following. Thanks for the follow. We're playing Coalitions, designed by Josh.
That's
right
our
here.
friend.
Oh,
She's
okay, good.
tested this before.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Devin. Thank you
Hey.
for checking in.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, so the short flags, these are our lesser edicts. These
Okay.
happen early in the game. Once we reach a greater edict threshold, we do the long flag.
Nice.
It's just it's a souped up, more intense version of the short one. These are, once you feel like you have a handle on the game, definitely give
have
these
another
a once
follower.
over. Oh, hey. I don't know who that is, but hi. Thank you for being here.
Yeah,
Wish
thank you
us
for coming
luck.
in. X-Men 303. Yeah, thanks for checking in. We're playing Councils, Coalition of the Republic.
Yes.
Wait, I
Definitely
had it backwards. Coalition,
Yes.
Councils of the Republic.
Coalition. Definitely give these a once over after the first round or
Okay.
two, because they're like, these really
We
feel
need
like
to
we
know
passed
what's
a new
coming.
law. Yeah, you don't want to get
Yeah.
blindsided. They get crazy. Okay. Let's talk about how to win, actually. Okay, so if you go to that in-game scoring section there, you'll see each article in the Constitution that is a mark on the scoreboard that aligns with your colors. That's 10 points. Now, another big chunk of points can come from sigils. Everyone starts with a sigil.
We
but
don't
it's-
score any points with it if it's in our hand.
Yes, not it. The one you start with is worth nothing to you. I'm a merchant. I have a merchant sigil. Not worth anything to merchants. 5 points for anyone else at the end of the game.
Mhm.
These can also be used to secure binding deals.
X-Men backed it for you. How do you like that?
Oh,
thank
thank
you for
you.
the backing. Great.
Thank you very much. I hope you like what you see here tonight. So okay,
Oh, yeah,
okay,
so-
BJ. So if we make a deal, if I'm like, okay, let's work together. Let's go for wealth, the yellow. Like if a sigil changes hands as part of that deal, we have to uphold that now,
Okay.
right? And we can make whatever kind of deal we want, right? And
But a sigil locks the bar.
a sigil locks the bar. I could give you it, or we could trade. It doesn't have to be your sigil either. I could get a sigil off of Nick and then turn
Yeah.
around later and give it to you. Yeah. So that's 5 points at the end of the game. Influence your currency. That's worth a little bit at the end. 1 point for every 2 cards. And then the big twist is the bonus objective for each party. So each of the 4 factions has a party bonus objective. It's a unique way to score extra points at the end of the game. It's a fun little axis to negotiate on. It really adds some texture to the negotiations because everyone wants something a little different. For example,
And they seem to chafe at each other a little
yes,
bit. right?
some of them do. Yes.
Intentional, I'm expecting.
Yes. Yeah. You may have to kingmake a little bit among your allies.
that's
Yes.
So you're going to say, for instance,
Oh yeah. For instance, I'm a merchant, right? We like red and yellow, freedom and wealth. My objective is to get green and blue, order and justice, and the only way I can get that is by trading with other players. I can't get that from the supply myself, right? So the merchants are all about trade, and that's how I score bonus points, making those trades. So if you're ever wondering, like, man, what should I be doing right now? Let's check out your bonus objective, like the North Star for your faction.
Got it.
I don't think I missed anything. That's like 90% of the game right there.
Alright.
I think so.
So we
That's
can.
everything.
I think we can just jump in and play.
Let's do it.
Always answer questions.
Oh yeah, the council chair is important. Okay.
Oh yeah.
I always forget that. It's really okay. Whoever at the top of this list occupies a position called the council chair. So it starts as Nick. They have the tiebreak power on bidding, right?
Okay.
So it's like if there's like a tie between red and blue, Nick would decide how to break the tie. Also, some of the edicts change who chair is, and some of the edicts give them extra powers, right?
At the end of the edict phase, or when we get to the edict phase, these are the two edicts we're going to be dealing with, or could they change?
It could
between
change.
now and then?
Yeah, depending on the results of the bid, it may
Okay.
change. On the very last thing that happens in the round, highest bidder moves. Whoever individually bids the most cards. If we had another council, they'd be going to the other council. But since we are just one, they're going to stay here with us, but they're going to go to the bottom. So if that were you, right? If you bid more cards than anyone else, you'd be going to the bottom of the list here.
The more you bid, the
Yes.
lower you're going to go.
So there's some tension here, because if you want to be top dog, you don't want to bid a bunch of cards, but that means you need to get someone else to go to bat for you,
Right.
essentially.
Yeah. Got it.
Anyway, so
I
okay.
watched one of the Kickstarter videos, and that was the cards were going into an envelope, but they were saying that was just kind of a temporary thing. What's happening? How do we keep
Yes.
our bid secret in this?
So how we do it nowadays is we have this little separator card.
Oh.
This was an extra component from our prototype that we started using like this. It'll have actual graphics and stuff on it in the final product. But this is how we show what's in our bid and what's in our hand. So for example, we'd be like 1, 2, 3, reveal. Everything above the white card, your separator card, that's your bid.
Slick.
Yes, very slick. I did not come up with that. That was one of our playtesters, Gabe Oliver. Shout out to Gabe
Yeah,
for being
okay.
very smart in coming up with that.
Anything above the card is going to be your bid.
Yep.
When you flip it over.
Now,
Yep.
the sigil is for trading, not for bidding. Right?
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
Anyway, so I think we're ready.
Is
Then
it important to note that like you can't trade during the bids?
Oh yes, yeah. The negotiations is the time for you can exchange influence cards and stuff during
Okay.
negotiations, but
Okay.
when that's over, it's locked.
Yeah. Yep.
And don't forget you have a special player power as well.
Yes.
Don't want to forget.
You'll be prompted to use that. I think
Okay.
Yeah.
some of them are triggered like the revolutionary.
Yeah.
That's like when a thing happens, do a thing. But
Yeah.
everyone else,
Oh, mine is after the bids are revealed.
Yeah.
I can kind of manipulate them.
yes, you
Ooh.
can. So we each get to respond to or perhaps even interfere with the results of the bid after they've been revealed.
Got
Is
it.
what these abilities are
Okay.
for. Anyway, are we ready to rock and roll?
And the council chair is St. Nick?
Yes.
Saint Nick start.
As of right now.
I am ready to go.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Let's do this thing.
Right.
So negotiation phase. No longer.
Let's
Set the
set
timer?
a timer. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
It's only 4, so I doubt we'll take the full time. Based on our
Yeah,
last
I
playtest.
think I'll start us. I think I'll start us at 3 minutes, and if
Yeah.
you guys think that's too short, we can bump
I like
up.
it.
Sounds good.
So 3 minutes negotiate.
Unless the chat crew has a time.
All right. So
Faxman wants to do the timing. That'd be great. Okay, ready? to go?
let's go justice.
You want to go for justice?
I'll give you an order to not interfere.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll think of. Let me talk to BJ.
Okay.
Justice is green, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Justice.
BJ.
We like
Yeah,
justice.
I have a both.
You like
we're
justice.
both going for gold, right?
We could.
We like the well.
We do
Okay.
like.
I can even
I have a
next
problem.
We have a
turn-
different idea. Okay. Yeah.
I can help
I have
you
an
out
investor card.
because I'm the
Right.
bishop.
Okay.
So what this guy does,
So I can push you up the ladder a bit.
Yeah.
unique
I can.
influence.
I have the power to
Different colors,
dictate,
got it. I could get us
especially at
both
the end of
cards.
the game,
Okay.
On my
who
turn,
is the
when it
council
comes
chair
around.
to some degree.
So if you
Okay.
give me one
I
blue
don't want to
order
be the
card,
council chair at the end of the
Okay.
I
game.
can turn that into 3 more cards.
Oh no, I guess I could
you,
be.
you
I don't want the
need
no
him
bit.
to not.
Oh,
be
you
in
give it to me,
because
and
the
I will.
only requirement.
Yes, and I will discard it from my hand later.
So I think if
Okay.
it fits
You
us
can use
to
this
go
one.
And how many
justice,
are you going to get back to me?
So
to get
if
into
I-
my
if
good
I-
graces.
I'll have
I
3
can bid
different
1.
Yep.
For
kinds.
sure.
So I'll discard 3. So you'll get 3 back.
I'll get
So-
my one card.
Yes, and I'll get 3 back too. So
Hmm.
we're pitching 3 and netting.
I'm okay with that. Yeah.
Right, cool.
I like that.
Now this is non-binding, but I'm not gonna.
I appreciate it. Not in the first round. After
Yeah.
the first round, you can
Yeah,
go hard.
trust is important in this people
That's
in
true.
this
So-
game, people.
Josh, you
Yes.
need red.
Yeah.
You also need green cards for in-game scoring, right?
Yeah.
So I can help you out a little bit with green card.
Uh-huh.
And can trade sigils, just juice the points a little bit.
I kind of like that sigil trade right up.
How about
Let me think.
How about you?
This does
you
me
can
no good
buy,
right
so
now.
so here's a note though. When you trade him a sigil, you can make him do anything as a result.
Well, if I agree to it.
And Nick, you know
Yeah.
that he's going to discard your blue influence. I don't need.
He didn't. I didn't give it to him yet. Technically,
Well, I got.
I gave him one.
I like
So
red.
if you want me to,
It's not, I thought you guys were going green though.
Well,
I want to go. I
gonna
want
go
to
to
go
green
green
this time.
this round. I
But I'll
think we'll
trade
talk
you a
next round.
green.
but I
to
can't
vote
help you with
red
green,
if
but I
you
can
need
help you with
round.
blue this round.
You
I'll take
want
it.
to. You would
Yeah,
like
I'll
to
take
be in the church's good grace.
Probably.
I'm in.
I really just want your sigil card. That's the main.
Do you want to just trade sigils with no strings attached?
Trade sigils and make him.
But I want
to.
I want that
Yeah.
green card. That's it.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Sweet. Yeah, that's smart. Parting
Yeah.
with it early is lock up those points.
Just get some points.
Get some points locked in.
But sometimes it's good to keep it till late because you can like throw it at someone.
I can always trade yours and lock in.
That is true, but now you're losing 5 points.
That's true.
It's supposed to. Well,
Um,
I think it's smarter to get it. Anyway, so we're going.
so we're gonna
Are,
push up.
are we
green.
going yellow together? Are we going for
I
white?
think so.
Like money. The problem
Honestly-
is I can't push for it that.
Yeah, let's just go a little bit. That's all.
Oh,
You want to stay first in line, right?
yeah. Well, it's bidding time,
I'm
everyone.
in.
So go ahead and prepare your bids, and
My
once
bid is ready.
we've got them done,
Okay.
I think mine's ready as well. Okay, 3, 2, 1, reveal. All right, boom! I've got one wealth card here.
I did mine backwards. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Supposed to be this. How did you guys do it? To flip
So
that?
you just like
Flip it over, and whatever's
It's
above
supposed
your
to be
white.
like this.
you like
Yeah.
put it in your hand like this, kind of,
Ah,
and then you
okay.
just like put it
I
on the
did it
table.
backwards.
Perfect. Okay, yeah, you can just put that face up on the table in front of you. You can keep your hand. You just put
Yeah.
your bid right there.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
I'll,
All right,
like
cool.
separate it out.
So it looks like there's 3 justice and 2 wealth. So justice is probably gonna win, but we do get an opportunity to use our abilities first. So it starts at the top of the list with the council chair. You may use your ability. You don't have to. Then it goes down. So Saint Nick
I will not use my
will
ability.
not use your ability. Dr. Gumbo.
I don't think I'm gonna use mine.
All right. I am the investor. I trust fund Josh. So mine reads discard 3 or 4 unique influence, unique being different colors here. I choose a player, and we each gain a number of influence equal to the number of cards I discarded. So I discard 1, 2, 3, 4, and then as agreed upon, BJ, we
Yes.
will each gain 4 influence.
I like it.
So you can pick your colors from the supply.
We are going order next. Need I remind you?
I'll let you go first.
Sure. I'll take 2 of each of mine.
Okay.
Seems respectable.
I'll take 2 of the blue.
Sure.
All right.
That's mine done. Doug the Rebel.
Mine is just when a thing happens.
Yes.
So I'm good.
All right. So that's everyone. So now we need to determine who is the highest bidder and what we're adding to our illustrious new constitution. So Nick, you bid more cards than anyone else. So you're highest bidder. So we know that.
Mhm.
And we're doing justice because there's justice. You wouldn't mind putting a point on the board for us? Congratulations. 10
So
points.
Justice.
Justice. You
There
have
we
to say
go.
it like Ned Stark. It's in
Oh.
the rule book.
Okay.
So
Is there anything particular on the edict that we have to worry about? No?
yes.
Okay.
So now we're doing the edict phase. So we're gonna go ahead and discard our bids here and put them
Okay.
back in the supply. So check out the scoreboard. Let's do that wealth justice axis. It looks like justice is ahead, so it stays on the green justice side. The order freedom axis is tied, so in the event of a tie, the tile flips over. So boom. Okay. So we do it left to right. Nick, would Would you like to read, or BJ? Would you like
I
to
can't
read?
read upside down,
aloud? You
so-
can't. Well, you can just grab the time.
Oh, I guess that's
There
true.
you
Read. All right. So first is alms. Each player declares honestly how much influence they have in their hand. So how much does everyone have? I have
5.
2. Wow.
I have 6.
Okay.
Okay.
So each player who doesn't have the most influence, so not you, will get 1 influence. And
Okay.
when you gain influence, as a note, it is always of your type unless it says otherwise. I think there's only like one way you can get it that isn't your type.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I will take a.
I grabbed-
I'll take a.
And then next, we're going to have sumptuary law. So each player gains 1 influence, just period.
Okay.
So we'll get 1 influence first. 1. You also,
Gotta pick
every
one of your colors?
single
Yep.
one.
Everyone
Of your
gets one.
colors, though.
Yep.
Like I said, I think there's only 1 exception to that rule.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the council chair, which is me, guesses a player and a virtue. That player reveals their hand and discards all influence of that virtue and replaces it with the influence of another virtue that they can normally gain. So basically, you flip your 2 influence types of
Yeah.
whatever you got.
Yeah. The chair gets to sculpt your hand for you.
Yes.
I like it a little bit.
So who
I feel like
do I
there's
want
a
to
right
sculpt?
answer for you.
I think I know what I want to do actually.
Yeah.
I think BJ. I think I'm gonna pick you.
Okay. And so I discard.
And
Well,
No,
I have
I-
to pick a type.
Okay, got
And
it.
so I am going to pick wealth because I don't care about wealth, but I do care about order.
And I discard all 4 of them.
you discard them, and then you replace them with your other colors.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
You said
Offer my
4?
sigil to guarantee that wouldn't
Yeah.
happen. Okay.
Still get to push up
Order.
But it's not all
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, I'm good.
And then so that's sumptuary law done. So the very last thing that happens is highest bidder moves.
Which
So
is me.
All right, Nick. Bye.
You drop all the way to the bottom?
Yeah.
All the way to the bottom.
All the way.
Then we have a new noble council.
Congrats to
Oh, I like it.
your chair now.
Yep.
Okay, so that's it. That's a whole round of the game. Cool.
Then we do it again.
We do it again. You guys-
Do we draw any cards between rounds?
No.
Or it's just with the
Yes, all from these.
all from the-
And-
okay.
and these. Oh, your thing goes off.
Yeah.
Yes. Use the first time each round a player becomes the council chair. Thank you.
Mhm.
You and another player of your choice each gain 2 influence. Josh, we said we were gonna push up our freedom. I think it's a good call for us to gain 2 influence.
I'll gain 1 of each of mine, just
Yes,
because
that's
there's not a whole lot of wealth flying around.
No,
right
there's
now.
not.
But I'm with it. I'm with it. Okay, so got any questions?
Yep.
Or are we,
I think we're good.
we're good. Okay.
Okay.
Round 2.
All right. So BJ,
Yes.
are you ready to go order now?
Well, I can't help you with order. That's the problem. I don't have anything.
You don't have.
Oh, no,
what do
I've
you
got
mean
plenty
you
of
have
order. Yeah,
plenty
yeah,
of
I've got
order?
plenty of order.
I
Sorry.
made sure
I
that
thought
it's
you were talking
so.
about wealth. Yeah, yeah.
No.
How hard?
Yeah,
is
yeah.
the question.
How hard do you want to go?
I don't know.
oh,
Let me think.
I know he just got 4. At least 4. So he
Because I
probably
am
has
now the council chair. so I
6 in
can-
his hand.
I will go harder.
You also
if
are
we can hedge our
council,
bets a little.
so
and you give me
As the council chair with the council
green card.
I
you
can
are in a
push
very
off 3 off.
advantage. I think we just.
wait, what?
I don't have any.
Hit it hard.
You have none?
I have a green card.
God. What do I have to do to get it from?
Oh, what do you have to do, Josh? Maybe you give me your sigil. You want it that badly?
I want more than 1 for my sigil.
I'll consider giving you 2 for your.
That's it?
That's it. That's final offer.
No, you gotta give me some next round too.
I'll give you some next round if you pick me for investor.
No deal.
Mhm. You want the
I'm-
order cards for your sigil?
I'm gonna go hard
That way you can
for
make sure we
freedom.
keep plugging the order each round.
pretty hard for freedom.
Okay.
So I
I'm a
give you
little
my
worried
sigil.
if they
you
beat us.
give
I'm
me
worried.
order.
I'll give you some
Yeah.
order.
I'll
Wait for
trade
that.
sigils.
We're gonna
for
crash the
it, but,
economy
like,
here.
I don't really
worried.
care specifically who has it. I care more so that we're bidding it.
You
Okay.
want
Hmm.
to bag it?
Well,
But honestly,
how
I
many
don't.
do you want me to bid this round?
I think we. I don't want to. I don't want to. We hear.
Mhm.
We don't want to. We don't want to
True. Good point.
reveal the plan.
You guys go
Um,
talk off to the side.
Yeah.
We could do that. Let's talk.
Okay.
When you have a lot of people playing this game, side conversations are the name of the
Yes.
game. Like 8 people,
All
and
right.
4 different
Let's look
conversations
at
happening.
things. I'll let you know what I've got.
We're gonna-
Or that's what
heavy.
I've got.
We're gonna go very light.
Okay. What how
They'll
much do you-
change.
Okay. I
We'll
think-
drop them. Just put. Broken guarantee.
Well, if it changes, right? Thing.
He has so many.
I know.
Josh, count as it's discard 1, right?
Yeah.
Yo,
Okay. So make
3 if I'm the council chair.
No.
Right.
It's bounce.
Yeah. Yeah.
You bounce 3 from bid for 1 discard.
Got it.
Hey BJ, could I get a blue card from you for an investor? I'll pick you.
Really?
Yeah.
Would you pick me for investor if I gave you?
No. I think we're running out of time though. If you want to make that happen, I need it. No greens. Oh.
Nice. But
All right.
All right.
okay.
I feel like I'm in a precarious position.
You should.
Oh, the timer's going on.
Too late.
So,
Dang it.
I appreciate
Yeah. You
sentiment,
can't. You
though.
can't do any.
He kept you over there too long on
He
purpose.
did. Yeah, I think so.
Ah, Nick.
I would never do such a thing.
All right. I'm ready.
good.
I'm good.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm ready actually too.
All right.
We
Still.
yeah.
I have to do it right because I did it wrong last time.
So when you look at it,
Got it. Yeah. Ready?
Yep. 2.
I have 6.
I have 0.
How many is that?
0.
None. Yeah. All right. Really sandbagging it. Thought I'd sneak some in just in case.
Just in case. Yeah.
Just in case it didn't work out.
Yeah, it's always worth like stealing. All right. Okay. So here we go. So Dr. Gumbo, would you like to use your Countess ability?
So we've got. You want to go that?
Yeah.
far?
No.
Okay. Yeah.
You
okay.
you would benefit from bouncing it back into my hand. Both of us would benefit
I
actually.
could bounce 1, then both of those back to his hand.
Well, we don't want to do that generally because all it's going to do is put it back in his hand. We already win, even if
Yeah.
you bounce
Okay.
stuff back
Yeah, that's
to my
good. So I'm not
hand.
gonna do my power right now.
Do you not want to bounce it to my hand because we could save the influence? We have excess influence.
That's what I was gonna tell you. I could
Yeah.
bounce some of yours back.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
I would do that.
Yeah. I will do that. I have to discard 1, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Of I think any right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll
Okay.
discard 1, and I'll bounce back. Looks like I can do 3.
Does it have to be 3?
It says up to 3.
Okay.
Though you'll still beat us if you do.
Yeah.
I was going to say, unless like you guys do some weird things that I don't think you guys.
Well,
have
yeah,
that,
we don't
so-
have. Yeah, you know we don't.
Yeah.
I was going to say I don't think we have anything else that does that. So, like spy. Right?
Yeah. All right, cool. So my turn. I do not have what I need for investor, unfortunately. I will not. Dunk the Rebel, yours
Mine will trigger, but it won't trigger this round.
probably not, unfortunately. Okay, Saint Nick, would you like to do your thing?
No, not right now.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, so it's done. So it's order, and you're the highest bidder again. Big spender over here,
Already at the bottom. So
See?
hey,
but you're ahead on the scoreboard. So
yes.
So we mark the board.
Yeah.
Yep. it's edict time. So I think they stay exactly the same because
Yes.
justice is still ahead and order is ahead now. So same thing as last round.
All right.
All right.
Each player declares
So,
honestly how
yeah,
much influence they
everyone-
have.
I have 5.
I have 6.
I have 6 as well.
Oh,
jeez.
so we both gain 1 and they do not gain anything.
I like it.
I'll grab an order if you grab an order.
Here you go. I think I need to.
Yeah, you're way ahead
I'll
of
grab,
me.
I'll grab a
Come on.
justice then. All right. And then sumptuary.
So we each gain 1, and then you get to
Yes.
bully someone.
What does that one do?
So you get to do the hand sculpt thing this
Yes.
time. But we each gain an influence first. Let's
Okay,
do
so I
that.
gain 1 influence. You grab the.
Yeah, I grabbed
think
one.
I'll grab. Okay.
Doug, you got your
I did,
influence from here.
yep.
All right, perfect.
All right.
So now you pick a player and guess a color,
Okay.
and they have to get rid of all that color and replace it with their other thing.
Okay, Josh. I'm gonna say.
Wait. May I make a case very quickly?
Yeah, sure.
I do need you.
We can still do. We can't do. Can we do trades and all those?
We can't do trades right now, but we can talk about what's happening.
You can trade
Yeah.
sigils. That's
We
the
could,
only
yes,
thing you can do.
We can't trade influence though.
Okay.
I do need unique influence to make my thing happen. If I'm out of freedom cards, even if you gave me a blue order, to only have 2 types.
You can
I
bully him out of sigils.
I will look. Do you want? Let's trade sigils. No. How about we trade sigils and I promise to use this guy out.
There was a game called Dark Tower in the 80s.
Okay.
The bazaar is closing.
All right.
I like that.
Nope.
I like the hardball. I like the hardball.
Okay. I'll give
The
you.
bazaar is starting.
I'll
over.
give you a sigil. I'll give you a sigil not to pick me,
Okay.
but I have one condition.
What's
You
the
give
condition?
me 2 order cards back next round.
My choice.
Yes, specifically.
It has to be
Yes.
order cards.
Yep.
Okay.
That's it. That's my offer.
That is a
You don't pick me. I get 2
pretty
order-
good for him.
I'll do
Ian.
it.
I'll do it. All right.
I think it's good.
Oh
So
man.
we do it now, or we have to.
So
do it
I'll
through
give you
the
the
trade
sigil
phase?
now, but we have to wait until the
Got it.
negotiations to trade the.
Got it.
So you can just have this,
There
and
you
then
go.
you'll give me 2 cards back when it's time.
I'm
The
ready.
2 order card. So anyway, yeah. Okay, so you're gonna pick someone else then.
I'm gonna pick Doug.
Okay.
Doug, your 2 colors are
Red and green, freedom and justice.
freedom and justice. This is freedom and that's justice.
Yeah, that's correct.
I'm gonna go justice.
Reveal all justice and then swap them.
Well, you reveal your hand in
Okay.
general, or no?
Yeah, it is. It
Yeah.
does stay whole hand. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I picked the wrong color. Okay.
Or maybe the right color.
Maybe.
Maybe.
We'll see.
Okay, that's it then. Highest bidder moves. It's you. You're already at the
I'm
bottom.
already at the bottom, so I don't have
Okay.
to do anything.
New round. Okay.
And he and I did not switch places, even though we had the lowest bids. No.
Yeah. It's just whoever bids the most that
Got it.
matters. That's
Okay,
okay.
good.
Okay. So 3 minutes. Go. I'll take my 2 cards back.
Yes. So I give you 2 cards now.
2 order. Thank you. Okay. Man, you were playing hardball with me. That's how you win as nobles.
So, I know you don't have any justice,
I have no justice.
so we really don't have a lot to talk about unless you want to make me an offer. What do you want for the sigil?
I need some influence cards. I'm almost out.
Oh, I could be down to give you some order.
I'll give
How much?
you
What's the
I can give
price?
some freedom, which don't do much good, but
But I can
The
use some
currency.
discard though. Yeah.
That is
Hey,
true.
That's the beauty of the council.
We're doing this.
Using this.
Yeah.
What if
I think we
I give you 2 order, 3 order, final offer?
3 up. I'm good.
3. Just 3.
Yep.
You totally could have done better than that.
Probably. So.
Oh, Nick, how could you?
I was hoping for more from you.
I'm a wormy negotiator.
You are. He says a wormy.
Nick, you know I can't help you this round.
No, you can't. But what
But-
is the offer?
The offer will be take it easy. Next round, we'll push hard on justice.
I could be down to do that.
Look, I'm
Do you want to
down
trade sigils for it? Do you have your sigils?
need-
You
I
have
need to
some-
go
don't
on
have
with
mine.
it.
I have someone else.
Yeah, so I can.
I would
have
trade
what I
sigils
need
to
give
go
you
justice next round.
cards. We
Guaranteed.
could go for wealth next round together.
Yes,
You
I don't
want-
know how many
Yeah,
cards
so
I'll
they're-
have.
It sounds like they're
but I will
pushing hard for
play
justice.
all
next
of my
round.
justice next
I'm in.
round.
I'm in on this.
And
this
only
time.
justice next round.
Yeah, you're gonna do
Okay.
that.
We need
Next
it.
round.
Let's
we
do
work on
that.
the wealth.
Yeah, let's do
Only
that.
justice,
cool
all
with it.
justice.
All justice, only
So
justice.
you're gonna need
There we go.
another order because you're gonna send the order.
All right.
Yes.
How about order for 2?
I'll give it to you now.
Let's do it.
Oh,
right.
Thank you. Appreciates it.
So
So we're going. Good, right?
So
Yeah.
the sigil
Yeah.
got me 3 wealth, 3 order, and
We're having a side
2
conversation
wealth.
here.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, for 1
I guess
sigil.
that's true.
Not too bad.
not a bad deal.
Check that timer. Make sure he's got time.
Oh, do you have time? Where's the? I don't even know where the power is on. I can't see. 37.
37 seconds?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Nice.
What's that?
Hey Josh, you want to give me money?
No. We have nothing in common.
But I can give you what you want easily. Everything I have is what you want.
Yeah, but you're ahead of me on the board, so if I'm advancing your position, need some serious.
What would it
concessions.
take if to get, just theoretically, thinking about market price, what would it take for me to get investor on me?
I need a sigil.
Would
And
you
some
do
cards.
4? Like give me 4 for the sigil?
Just well, I guess we're bidding.
Time's
now.
up.
Yeah.
Time's
We'll talk.
good.
We'll talk.
What's up?
Time's good. No talking during the bid phase?
Yes.
Oh yes. Let's see. Okay. I think I'm ready.
Oh, that was
Ready.
I'm good. I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Flippy, flippy?
Whew.
I put my sigil
Two
down.
purples.
Oh, they sandbagged
Two water.
us. Oh man, that's
It's
okay.
That's okay.
It is
Wow,
okay.
that's a lot.
Yeah.
Wow, that is a lot. I guess to be
I'm
fair,
not-
that's all I
I-
have though.
Didn't
you
want to
bid
lose.
0?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just put my
Me
sigils down
neither.
for fun.
Yeah.
It did feel a little dire.
I'm going to use my... Yeah, I'm going to choose... I can choose myself, right?
Yes, you could.
Yes,
choose
you
So I'm
can.
going to spin an influence.
Pick up 2.
An order. Pick up 2 order.
yourself. Great. I'm trust fund Josh, and I will use my investor. 1, 2, 3, and I will pick DJ as promised to gain 3 influence.
Thank you, thank you.
So will I. So 1 freedom, 2 well.
3, right?
Yes. Right. Get and roll it.
All right. So
Use abilities.
freedom. Also, you got to mark freedom on the scoreboard.
Yep.
Oh, you're
Typically-
not- I guess yeah, you
They
can.
snuck,
mean,
they snuck
I
a freedom
could.
on us.
Guess I could have back
Don't
the
worry about
marker
that.
here. Typically, it's like the council chair, but
Yeah.
that doesn't make any sense in this
Yeah.
setup. You have to reach over.
yeah, BJ,
Josh,
you're the chair. You gotta
It's
get
the
up.
round we said we push it. Right?
Yeah, we will.
Push him well. Right?
We
Let's
will.
see.
But first,
You know what you have.
edicts. Okay, so
Oh, Edicts
Yep.
first.
green still ahead of yellow, so just as ahead of wealth.
Wealth.
So it stays on the green justice side where it's been the whole game. But we have a tie on the other axis now. So let's flip from order to freedom. Sorry, BJ, your reign as council chair will end in just a moment. Okay, so we do alms again. So I have 6 influence in hand.
I have
0. Wow.
0.
All in.
4. I have 4.
You have 4. Okay, so everyone but BJ gains 1.
Okay. You know what we want to do.
Whatever this one is. That means
That
I
one.
lose it.
Each player beside
Yes.
the council chair gains 1 influence, and the
man, I go
council
all the way
chair
to the
goes to the bottom. Yep.
Oh, you
So-
hate to see that. Hate to see that.
So
we'll-
put me on the bottom.
Sad time.
Dr. Gumbo has fallen on hard times.
Yeah.
There's no.
Trust on
We-
Josh.
we-
That's
That's why I
Nice.
put tomatoes in my gum.
If you make it worth my while, we can make that fix.
The council chair has changed.
I can remedy that easily.
Oh, let's do
Doug,
that.
if you pick me, I'll get some red cards back.
We'll have to talk then.
Just think about
Let's
You know
talk
what?
about that.
Nick, I choose
Yeah.
you.
Okay.
We're gonna each grab 2 cards.
Cool.
I hope you know which direction.
Yeah, no, I'm
Take
I'm
this.
all down.
Interesting.
it. And then the last thing that happens is highest bidder moves. That was definitely Doug.
I definitely
Oh,
have not fallen on hard times. I spent
oh, I'm moving up.
all my cards.
Okay. So, that's the
End of the
round.
round?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. 3 minutes. Negotiate. This is going quite briskly.
Yes.
Yeah, this is breezy.
All right, Doug, let's talk real quick. I want to make sure we're clear on our game
Let's
plan.
make sure we have this round.
Does he need this?
Yeah.
A 4.
So,
You give me cards, I'll. So you- Well,
Figure random.
I
Oh,
have,
very good.
I have. You gave me extra. Oh. I'll help you climb back to the top here. Okay? I'll bid cards on your back.
I have one of those right.
One? I need the one I have, fortunately. I only have one in hand.
What about a green?
I don't have any. What's that?
You want one more?
Oh, yeah, I'll bid that.
Will you give me your next red card?
Why do you want a red card for
I,
that?
I don't have any red cards.
Yeah,
It'd be nice to be able to trade if I need.
Yeah. No, I think I'm
Red
good.
card in the future.
I'm good.
All right, Josh.
I'm good. What?
Would you like to negotiate with me again?
What could you possibly offer?
What?
The problem is you're gonna try to buy me off, and you want this to go off, so I'm gonna lose it all.
You're right.
Yeah, I am right. So if we're okay, these
So how do we make that happen?
so once we get to the
How
second
do we?
one, we
Yeah.
hit that threshold there. We'll move to the greater edict instead of the lesser. So if you want to talk about what those do, this one's like a very intense version of the little blue one. You get to see everyone's hands before you pick. Then whoever you pick becomes the highest bidder. So you basically get to pick someone to go to the bottom as well.
Yeah.
This one literally flips the list around. Like the
Yes.
bottom becomes
The
the top.
toes. Okay.
Yeah. This makes us shuffle up our hands and redeal them out.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Not
all
sigils, just
cards.
influence.
All cards.
That's good for the clergy because they don't want someone to have too much influence at the end of the game. And this lets the council chair and the highest bidder get a bunch of influence.
And of any type.
Any
That is
color.
the
I
only.
like this one.
This is the only instance of being able to gain another type. I think.
So that's what those all do. They're crazy. So anyway, yeah, you can't buy me off. Is the point of the society? I mean, you could, but I don't.
What would be your price? I don't even really know what I want.
Yeah,
from
what
you,
could you
though.
offer me?
Like what do I actually want from
Yeah,
you that
exactly.
much though? Honestly,
He's just stalling for time. Wait, what?
no,
We know what we're doing.
I would
right?
never do that ever.
Yeah.
Never done that in my life. I think we're pretty clear on what we want to
Yeah,
do.
we do.
I'm happy with the steal. We can even talk maybe a little next round. Actually,
Yeah.
I have some
I'm
thoughts.
good with that. Cool.
Oh,
Perfect time. Okay.
all right. Oh boy. I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Ready.
Flippy. Oh, I did it again. Sorry.
Where did those come from? Okay, that is way more than.
Wow, we lose all.
We made a
Yep.
devil's pact to grab.
Well,
clean
maybe not. Okay.
justice.
Wow, that's wild. Okay, so I'm Trust Fund Josh, and I'm
Yeah.
going to start with my investor card here.
Remember, I'm going to get mine back.
Yes.
So
look-
it's not going to hurt us as much as they think.
Right. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to. Ooh,
And you could replenish it.
exactly.
Right.
The problem is it's going to go to big green, so we
And then everything gets randomly
everything. But there will be more of what we like in the pile, so I think we can still do it. Okay, look. Okay, I'm definitely going to do investor. I'm going to do investor, and I'm going to pick BJ. So we each gain 3. I'm going all in on this.
Yeah. All in. We got to mess that up, right?
Yeah.
And it's going to get all of our cards are going to get reshuffled.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to go next. I'm going to spend one.
Well,
Nope.
Nick could go.
Oh,
first
sorry,
if he
Nick.
wants.
That's right. Yeah. Sorry about that.
Do you
Oh.
want to do your?
I will spend one order. And I'm going to take back 3 of mine. Wait,
Nice.
3?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, now we're definitely seeding the next
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope you guys like well.
I mean,
And then Doug the Rebel, yours happens.
Doug the Rebel will trigger maybe.
Maybe. Okay, cool. So that's it. So it's definitely justice. So we've got big green, everyone.
Justice.
Oh boy,
Not good.
it is not good for us. No,
Don't worry about this.
that's the calculus, right? You're like, okay, we're just gonna spend all our cards and get some cards back, right? All right. So yeah, and we're still tied up on the other axis, so it does flip back. That's good, I think.
see, we discard all these bid
Yeah,
cards.
Yep, our bid with who, and you're the highest. For
Yeah.
sure.
Only bid
Yeah.
one.
I had a good
I've been a
bid.
highest bidder like 3 out of 4 times.
So Saint Nick goes to the bottom.
Not till the very
Okay.
end.
Okay.
I'll have to clean up.
Yeah. Redistribute. Okay, so everyone gives their cards to the council chair. That's me.
Here you go,
And I'm
Josh. Here's
gonna
my cards.
Deal these back.
Here's my cards, Josh.
All right,
You
you, guys,
Wow!
you guys are playing gold and blue next round. I like it.
That's okay.
That's fascinating, actually.
Yeah.
So we need a way to start them.
Oh,
They'll have to just play gold and blue the rest of the.
Can sure try. I think you know what we need to do.
4 of us. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna take the biggest pile. This. Take
Oh, Josh, you're a great man.
Thanks. Let me guess. What do we get? Okay. Okay, so now it's sumptuary law. So we each gain 1.
Okay.
Thank God we get to pick something we want. Take this. This. Okay, and then oh, I get to pick someone. Stuff. Okay, wait. This one's weird because of redistribute. How do I? Okay.
You do a lot of things.
I don't
actually.
really know what
don't
anyone
want them
has
to
now.
pick more stuff.
Well, I didn't get any
Well-
cards back from y'all, so I pretty much know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know
mostly
exactly
blue.
what their hands are.
Yeah, because I had a bunch of wealth in my hand.
I have a bunch of wealth in my hand.
Yeah, so it's,
I have
it's,
all
mostly,
wealth in my hand.
it's mostly blue and yellow out
They're
there.
mostly blew up.
So okay, here's what I. Okay.
One took a red and one took a green.
Yeah.
You'd be really mean and just like destroy blue as well. Can't you? Is that a thing you can do? Can't you pick like not my type of influence or whatever?
Here's what I'm gonna. You don't have to answer this honestly, but
Okay.
BJ, if we want to push yellow together next round, it might behoove us to turn any of your blues into yellows. Do you have any?
Yes.
You do. I think I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
I'm
I'm
gonna say
good with that.
BJ blue order.
Okay. So I get rid of it?
Yeah.
I only have one though.
All right, that's fine. I figured I only hit 1 card no matter what happens. Unfortunately.
And I get how much?
One back.
Just
one back.
right?
Yep.
And you also get one? No.
I know. Okay. Saint Nick goes back to the bottom. And next round. That was really interesting.
What are you thinking?
We got to double down on yellow. We got to
Yeah.
do well.
Y'all need to get yellow this time. I can help y'all achieve that. I'll give you all of my yellows. but I
Really?
want a sigil.
Why? Oh, okay. I was like, what's in it for him?
I don't have a sigil anymore, but
I have
I
You're
will
dead
be
to me.
interested.
You give me all of your
I'll give you
gold?
all of my gold.
But he
How
has
many
all
is that?
blue though. You got blue.
You got to show
It's
it.
more than one.
You got to show
It's
it.
two.
Give me your hand and I'll give
I
you
would
the-
give you a sigil for
My entire hand.
You're retired.
investor.
That's
Okay.
awesome.
Yeah, I'll do it.
I would give you a sigil.
It's
for
worth 5
investor.
points, right?
It's 5 points.
No.
Really?
And
You
I'm
want me to do
negotiating.
that?
Damn, you had more gold than I thought. Oh, I thought you were sandbagging me.
Sigil for investor.
This was more than one.
That's 5 points to you, right?
Yeah.
You were right. It's more than one.
And y'all were
Can I
going to
think
win this
about it?
anyway.
Yeah,
You can
yeah.
think about it.
Wait, yes.
I'll think about it
yes.
too.
Yes. Sigil for investor. I'm in.
Are you doing 4?
I could do 4 if you
You
could
could
make
do
it.
4.
He cannot bid anymore.
That's awesome.
You don't have to feel very happy because unless you want to do something, Nick, I'm going
What?
to eliminate his bid.
What do you want to do? I mean, I can make it worth your while. I can make you council chair. And
And
I'm trying to think about
Investor
mental-
for sigil?
mental calculus. I know. I'm trying to think about is that worth
do
it?
you have a justice card? I could make it 4.
Okay, so can you give me another?
I'd give you a red card.
for
Sigil and council chair.
Ooh.
That's a good deal.
I don't really care about just for free.
Otherwise, we're going to win this bid for almost nothing.
DJ, wait. Look,
And that means we're going to win
If-
the next round, too.
if we win on wealth this time,
Mhm.
this is gonna flip over because they'll still be tied. So I won't be chair anymore, and you'll be chair.
Oh, I'm going to get it anyway.
So as long,
Okay.
yeah. So I think we
Yeah.
just push wealth, and you'll be chair anyway. I'm here for that. Too.
Yeah, I
we
like
can
it.
do that.
I like
Yeah,
it.
we don't. No, we don't need you unless you want to do this.
I know. I was trying to think about it. If you give me,
Nick, I made you a pretty good offer.
Actually-
if you think about it.
you know what? I will do it. I'll do it.
Don't
Screw it. Why not?
Got it.
I'll give you a justice and a sigil, and you have to use investor on me
Yeah, done.
with 4.
Cool.
Okay,
I'm in.
cool. Good with me.
Wait, that's my sigil. I don't want my own.
Oh,
sigil.
no.
I didn't mean to do that. That part is that I forgot I have 2
What?
sigils. There you go.
Okay, thank you.
Even different.
There we go. All right, now we'll do it.
Okay.
This is interesting. I don't know if that was a good move or not.
I don't know either.
We're
Honestly,
gonna
I
find
did the
out.
mental calculus. I'm not sure, but I think it's funny, so I'll do
you
it
want to give me a
anyway.
card to bid? Your bow.
Yes, you will
Get up
definitely do that.
5 seconds. Do it. Well, I'm in. All right.
All right. Listen. Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
But we still have our plan to do
Yes.
you know what? Right?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's see.
Exhilarating.
All right, what do I want to do?
I'm ready.
I think I'm ready as well. Yeah, I'm ready.
I'm ready, of course.
Well, you gotta make- I always do it backwards, so I got it right. I got it right this time. Ready? Go.
Boom.
3 gold.
I guess we should have expected that.
But I'm going to use my power to get my 3 back.
I'll do mine first. So I'm sigil bound to pick Nick for my. Okay. So I don't know if it's a good idea or not, but I said I have to do it.
Do you have to
So I've got 4 here. So I'm discarding 4 for my investor ability.
Mm-hmm.
I pick Nick.
Mhm.
We each gain 4.
But they cannot be used to add to the bids, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
This is for-
Okay. Well, I saw what you picked, so I know what I'm gonna pick.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
I am going to dump this order.
Okay.
To gain my 3 wealth back.
Perfect.
Because I think we still have. Yeah, got it.
Doug the Rebel. This happens later. Saint
Yeah.
Nick.
I'm not gonna use my ability.
Man, you know, I was using my bishop ability.
I'm just threatening my ability mostly at this point.
Yeah.
It will be useful, like especially in the last round. I basically can just decide whether I want the nobles or the rebels to get the roll.
Yeah, that's true. Anyway, so that's abilities. So it's yellow. So you want to put that
Yep.
point on the board.
Here you go.
Yes!
Stays.
Finally!
Yeah. All right, we got it. All right.
Finally.
Yeah. Okay. Still big green.
Still big green.
That flips. Okay, let's do it.
So
Okay.
abdication happens now?
Or we
No,
redistribute.
Just one first.
Oh, okay, got it.
Redistribute.
Who's your council chair? Make sure I don't give you my sigil.
You. It's all my- Yeah. Don't give me your sigil.
Yeah, did I see?
It's
can
technically
double check.
your sigil, I suppose, but
I don't see any in here. I'm good.
No, I traded you my sigil.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have 2 sigils. You have 1. You have 1.
I have one now.
This to you. This to
Whammy
you.
Yeah.
That to me. Okay, so abdicate. You all gain 1 influence, and then I go to the bottom. Go to the bottom. All right.
If I'm not mistaken, this will be the last round.
It looks like it, yeah.
Well, actually, yeah, it probably will be.
Unless you
We
guys go for justice
Unless we
again.
push
You want to
justice.
go for
Could,
justice?
but
You don't get any more points?
you get more. You would get
do.
more points.
Okay.
10 points.
Your scores relative to each other will stay the same.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right, you're
okay.
revolutionary.
Yes, so revolutionary happens.
I have a proposition for you.
Okay.
I'll push red. You
Okay.
pick me, but I need a sigil.
I'll just push justice if you want to push justice. I don't care. I don't want anything. Just pick me.
No.
This is difficult now. I don't want to give up a sigil. They are
That's fair.
so important to me.
I won't do it without it because your score will be
Yes.
scoreboard will be
Yes.
You don't want to pick him, and he
You know
really wants you to pick him.
You get to choose who is the high chair, right?
Potentially.
Generally speaking?
He has a way
Basically,
to manipulate it. On
I
his
have
card.
a means to do so with the right
Okay.
energy.
Then I think I'm going to pick you on the hope
Okay.
that you might remember this and
Sure.
help me at a time to be
Sure.
determined.
That's 2, right?
It's
Uh-huh.
yes, 2.
Sorry for being so mercenary. We definitely need to go.
Definitely. Because this could be the last round if we're going to push it up.
Very likely to be,
Very likely.
unless they somehow go for jump. Anyway, that's all, huh?
Okay.
Oh, and I was highest, but I'm at the bottom. Ta-da! All right,
This 3 minutes is going to be a rough one.
Alrighty.
3 minutes. Go negotiate.
So,
This much.
I'm good.
how
Let's do
about
it.
Do you have
I'm in.
any freedom cards?
Anybody have gold?
I do? Do you want to give a
Gold
justice
trigger?
up for it, or even an order?
I'll give it justice for it.
Okay.
Do you have any gold? Do you have any wealth?
I have some wealth.
I've got a justice.
Do you have a freedom?
Would you be interested in
Do you have
going
sigil?
order
I
this
had a
round?
freedom until somebody
We
shuffled
distributed the
everything. Yeah.
BJ, would you be interested in going order this round? Because I can make it worth your while.
An
Oh.
order?
Yes, I can make you council chair.
He's already
Oh,
checked.
you are chair.
Josh, do you have wealth? I mean, sorry.
Okay, how about
freedom.
this then?
Oh, but we're
I don't.
I'm gonna
I
make
didn't
him
get
council
any
chair if we
back.
don't go order.
Okay.
That's the problem.
you get victory points for having cards in your hand, right?
What's that?
Victory points for just having cards in your hand at the end of the game?
No. I get victory points for if everyone else has similar to
Ah.
me cards in their hand.
Okay, so what do you need for me to do that? You
I
want,
do.
You want an
For
order?
having off-color
An order
cards.
card for a
Yeah.
guarantee?
So
that
I
I'm
don't
council chair?
necessarily need an
The problem is I
order
have
You want
I
me to
have
bid an order?
yes my hand.
The problem is, like, even if you give me an order card, that doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be order.
Could I have
mean,
a
I'll
red?
bid it.
Do you have
I'll
any
guarantee
any
it.
freedom?
I need those. Unless
Would you?
you bid it, no matter what.
No.
Do you have 2?
I want it so just
One.
in case he somehow wins justice,
Who has orders? Do you have
I
orders?
can use this.
I have an order.
You want a justice?
No.
No?
Do you have any?
You have an order?
Do you have anything that's not these colors?
Yes.
So here's what I'm thinking. Nick's doing something crazy. He's trying to push green again, which will not end the game. I don't have what I need for this. Just in case he does something crazy, we need to make sure this goes off. Stay in it.
Okay.
So if you just give me a card, I'll pick you again. Gentleman's agreement. Yes?
Okay.
You need cards in hand.
I give it to you now, or are you talking about?
I want it now. Yeah.
It has to be this. You talking
Oh,
about?
I need something that's not
Oh, not that.
either of these two.
I will give you
Nick,
3
I'm about to
cards
trade
per
it. Are
sigil.
you sure?
What do you want from me?
Red, blue,
Yeah.
Guarantee for that council chair.
So you want to be council chair, and I'm not giving. He's not getting that.
What? I'm not getting
Actually, I would.
What?
I would consider that. Let's see.
Hey.
It's
What
getting
would it take-
so close to Josh. Look
What
at
would it
that.
take for him to
It's
not
like
be council
right
chair?
there.
What would it take?
For him to not be council chair.
Do you have any
I mean, that's right here. He's gonna get it.
order, or do you want to give me a sigil?
It's gonna fire off. Look, he's touching it now.
I can-
He's actually rubbing
Is
it.
one order I can give you some wealth that you
Would
can
you be
use as
willing?
currency.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That was your chance.
All right.
I have too much mental.
3
calculus
minutes
going
that
on
round was
right now.
real quick.
Yeah. All right. Well, I know what I'm doing.
What am I doing? Let's see.
I'm throwing up a hope and a prayer.
Yep. Who knows? You might get it.
Let's see. I think I know exactly. Do I know exactly what I'm gonna do?
I'm ready.
Thinking. Actually. Okay.
Most rounds I had an idea what was going to happen. I have no clue.
Me
Let's
neither.
find out.
Let's find
I.
We find out if the designer is trustworthy.
Alright, I think this is the only thing I
I'm trustworthy.
can do. I think this is what I do. Alright. It's gonna be interesting, to say the least.
Smoke coming out of you, man.
I'm like thinking about it a lot. Alright.
Whoop. Yep. Boom. All right.
1, 2, 3.
Dang.
Oh yeah, with the countess's chair, we got it. I think that was. I forgot about that. Anyway,
I also forgot about that actually.
I have 6.
I think I'm going to get rid of 3 of those reds. That means we fire off, right?
Yeah, so right now we have 6 yellow here. 6 well. So we're winning right now.
Or I can get rid of one of these. We still win.
You
and
get
I
rid of 2 and you
keep
still
the-
win.
And I keep the
No,
I don't go to
freedom
bottom.
would win if you do that. Oh, well, if you do 2, it wouldn't.
Yeah, you could break the tie. 4 and 4. A couple extra cards in hand.
But we have to. Oh no, I have to do mine first, right? Because I'm
Yes,
outside.
yes, you are the
Okay.
chair. Yeah.
So I'm gonna spend this justice.
Okay.
Because I am the council chair. I can take all 3.
Well, we're gonna lose now.
No, 2 then back.
All right. Yeah.
I do 2.
Yeah, that's. I
Do
think
I
that
lose council chair though?
No, you won't. Because this, the only thing that would make you lose chair, I think, is either being highest bidder or this.
What's on the backside of this? Oh wait, it's this one that'll flip, huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
But not yet.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
Don't have to worry about it.
Anyway. Yeah, you can take
I'm
it.
okay
I
to
think.
do it?
Yeah. I think we're
Okay.
good. I think
Let's
we're
try.
good. Yeah. Okay, Doug the Rebel. Yours is a triggered thing. Saint Nick. You want to do your bishop?
You make it worth my while.
What's that?
Actually, I don't think I could really make it worth your while anyway. In fact, I
So
don't
what,
even...
what do you get to do? You get to choose who's the council chair, basically?
No, so I get to discard order or justice influence and move people up the chain based on how many I do, but
There's no...
there's a short supply of that, let's just
Yeah.
say.
Okay. I will not do mine. I don't have cards left to do it with. So I guess that's it. That's everything. So there's a tie between red and yellow, and it comes down to BJ to break it.
Yeah, we're gonna move up.
Yellow. Well,
Yellow.
okay. So that's the second Greater Edict thresholds. That means this is the final round of the game. We will finish everything. We'll do the edicts and all that jazz. But this will be it.
This is it.
So there's a tie on that axis, so it flips. A tie on the other axis, so it also flips. All right. So first up, spoils. What does that say?
Do I need to
Noticed?
read
Yeah,
it?
you've been reading.
Okay, sure. Alright, so the highest bidder and the council chair each gain 4 influence. Influence gained this way may be of any virtue. Like any virtue. Not that it matters that much at the end of the game. For most
Oh, who's
people.
highest bidder? You get to
Highest
there's
bidder
4 and 4.
is... Yeah.
BJ, you're the council chair. Who do you want to be highest bidder? They'll gain 4 influence. It's just 2
It's 2
at the end of the
points.
game. Yeah.
So I'm picking between.
Do you want to pick your enemy or do you want to pick me?
We're going competition.
Oh, so even though it's different colors, it still counts as 4.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you were bidding 2. I got it. Okay.
No, yeah, it still counts as... It's the total sum of
Go ahead.
cards.
Nick.
Okay.
It's your highest
I don't
bidder.
know that I care what I pick up.
But I also
No.
get pick, right?
Yeah, you get
And
4.
cards in your hand are worth points.
A little bit, yeah.
2 to 1.
All right.
Pick these for
I'm
the heck
picking
of it.
4, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I really needed that.
You should have. I'm surprised you didn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that was my shot at winning.
Also, though, you literally can't because you're not highest bidder. Unless...
Well, I'm saying I should have haggled to be highest.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could have
could've-
made you
I-
highest bidder,
I
Josh.
could have, give you some more. cards.
Yeah. We ran out of time, I think.
I actually
Yeah,
am really
yeah.
glad I did this as a last split thing of like, I'm just going to do this and see what happens.
Yeah,
It
just
paid
in
off.
case. Just in case.
Paid off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so and then sumptuary law. So,
Well, they'll flip, right?
oh, it was on the. I already flipped it.
Oh,
Yeah, it was
okay.
on red. So everyone gains 1, and then you get to pick someone to bully, but it doesn't really matter a whole lot.
Not
because
really.
At the end of the round, or the end of the game.
So I can just choose not to do it, or I have to do it.
I mean, you have to
It's a
do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm trying to
Yeah.
guess their color.
Yeah, but it doesn't.
It doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Most people, it doesn't matter. The only person that matters for Josh.
Yeah, you could bully me.
You could bully
You could-
him if you
I
want.
only have 1. You could name me Justice, and I'd lose a point.
Yeah.
But that's it.
All right. Josh, Justin.
My only bonus objective point.
That's funny.
Oh, it's terrible.
You gave me the idea.
Yeah, I did. It's true. This is what I get for
It is
working with the
technically the
nobles.
most impactful thing that he could do because literally everything
It's
else
true.
is a net
It's,
zero.
yeah.
Like, it doesn't
So
matter.
that's it. That's the end of the game. So we're gonna do in-game
Alright.
scoring now.
Everybody tell me how many cards you have in your hand because that's very much I need to know that.
I have 2.
Alright, I have
9.
2, 9, and what?
5.
5. 1,
Did you get any?
I have 1 because he has 9, I have 8.
So for context, the clergy want everyone to have a very roughly equal amount of influence in hand at the end of the game. He gets 3 points for everyone who has a similar amount to him. Within 1. Yeah. So he has 8, you have 9.
Yep.
So it's just one other person. So I'm going to start marking up our scores on the scoreboard here. I'll put it back on camera in just a sec when we're done.
Alright.
I'll finish Nick's scoring here. Nick,
Yeah.
influence in hand.
I said
9, so that's
8 or 9.
yeah, so
One,
that's
two,
4
three.
points. Non-clergy sigils.
I have 1.
1. All right. So that's 42
I never could
points.
Get one back. Try.
Very respectable. All right, BJ.
Yes.
What was your bonus objective?
I got the 7 points. I just need the
Yeah.
nobles to have the council chair.
Yeah, and you are. Congratulations. Okay, non-noble sigils.
I was gonna pay a lot to do that. So non-note. What? Oh, I don't have
0.
Yeah, 0.
0. All right.
That's
And
it.
cards in hand.
And that's 2 for 1.
Yes.
2 points for 1. 1 point for every 2.
Yep.
1,
Yes.
4.
All right.
So just a little bonus.
41, 1 point behind the clergy.
Okay.
Alas, alas. All right. Me. I have 1 non-merchant sigil. I get no bonus points for my bonus objective.
No
Yeah,
objection.
You're a
What?
failure.
You're fun!
Failure as a merchant.
What are you, my mom?
Fire
Yeah,
that guy.
you're a
Who did
failure.
that? Who did that
Failure.
to you? That guy was
It's really
terrible.
funny because like this is actually terrible at the end of the round for merchants. I never really realized.
Yeah, I got crushed here. Okay. And then, okay, Doug. This is a close game.
So this
Yes.
got me out of last place, basically. But,
Well,
yeah, no, I mean, I would have been in last place potentially.
I have 2 sigils.
wow,
Very
okay.
important.
And you did not get your bonus objective, which was
I did
to
not.
make sure BJ was not the chair.
Really?
That's
Yeah.
true, yeah.
Wow.
And then cards in
Nick,
hand.
you had so
Cards for
much
2 points.
power.
I do.
Between the two of us, you could
That's
really.
for
That's
2
why-
points?
Yes.
What is it?
We have a tie.
Really?
This is very rare, gentlemen. It's 42 and 42.
Wait, how many cards? do
Clergy
you have?
and
5.
Nick, had I given you 2 more
If I would have
cards,
held 1 card.
So you
guarantee
guys,
the
you guys
council
share the
chair.
victory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
The problem is then I have to, in order to do that, I
Congratulations,
have to
Justice
discard.
Factions. Good game.
well, we have to be close, right? Yeah, you'd have to math it out. You got to be a math whiz to do.
I know. I'm like sitting
Yes.
here. I'm like, all right. So I need to discard.
You gotta be a math whiz, or you just have to make sure this
Two-
goes off. Otherwise,
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, what I'm
That,
saying is, if he had extorted 2 cards from my hand,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
1 point.
yeah.
and he would have won.
And he
And I
could have
would've
gotten it
well,
easily because
actually,
I
no,
won
I
the
wouldn't
council chair
because
over you.
I would have lost 3 points by not being within your card total.
That's true.
So
yeah.
like, it's
If
kind of
you
a
had 2
weird
cards for
thing.
one of us. it is a
Yeah.
Shouldn't
yeah.
have bet any cards because I knew I
I
was
almost
gonna
should have like
lose.
given you guys
Should've
cards.
taken
But you won!
intentionally.
I
you
was
would've
gonna
had to
lose the
ask-
bet,
You'd have to ask me
lose
how
the
many
battle to
cards
win
I
the
had
war.
in math.
That's what I should have gone.
Yeah, I would have.
That's good.
That would be an interesting play to like math out a non-redistribute like all party objective thing for the clergy.
Yeah,
It's
it'd
very
be tough.
hard.
It'd be tough.
Like,
you
be
could
like,
probably take
I'll-
up your whole.
I'll give you a sigil to make sure that you have this many cards in your hand.
I think what would happen is
Like-
by the time you convince everyone to do it, you're out of time to negotiate. You're like,
Yeah.
what are we bidding on again?
I mean, to be fair, I didn't really care or have
true.
much power in the last bid because like I was like, I'm not getting justice or order, so
That's all. I gotta take a photo of the scoreboard. Oh, I always put it in my spreadsheet. Here.
Super close.
Yeah,
put
super
some of this
a
over.
literal tie, which is like very rare. I don't know that I've had.
This is the
Even in,
third
like-
time I've ever seen a
I was
tie.
gonna say, even in all like what 15 games I said I've played of this, I don't think we've ever had a tie,
Yeah.
Don't forget to get
which is
the-
crazy. Like even in like
Well,
what-
good game.
You're
Thanks
posting
for
it
the-
on the screen.
Yeah.
So, Josh, after all the times we've talked about this game, this is exactly what you wanted, right? All this table talk and negotiation and mild backstabbing.
Yeah. This is
Friendly
is it.
back.
playing hardball, closing the bazaar.
Closing the bazaar. Yeah. I wish we had an independent at the table. So if you have
Yes.
if you have a number that's not divisible by 4, you have an independent.
5 is a great.
Yeah,
play.
5 is a great player. So it's kind of like the gray rolls in 2 Rooms and a Boom,
Okay,
right? Like they're not a team,
right.
but they're winning the game isn't exclusive with anyone else either, right?
Yeah.
They're really fun. They're very spicy.
It's got the negotiation from 2 Rooms and a Boom. It's got the laws from Twilight Imperium where
Yeah.
you're trying to figure out what's coming up next. How do I get ready for it? Lots of great influence here, but still something
Yeah.
completely different.
Yeah.
It's a new game here. This is great.
Yeah. Play it with teammates next time.
Ah,
Yes,
yeah.
really spicy.
Teammate.
Even more than one, you'll have another noble.
Now, when you have more people, you get to 2 councils, and then you're bouncing between the 2.
Yes.
Right?
Or
How do you determine who's the council chair at that point?
So there's a pecking order at the start of the game. We had our placards in a particular order.
Right.
It goes clergy sit first,
Of
then
course.
nobles,
Of
then
course.
merchants, then rebels last.
Right.
So so yeah, you get to pick at the start of the game. So say you have 2 clergy, right? And you have 2 councils. So they could sit down and put their placards wherever they want. So they could split up and take both councils, or they could double up and stick together. But so it's always a choice, you know. Anyway.
And so you have 2 council chairs, basically.
Yes.
You have 2 different councils. Okay.
Yeah, you'll have this whole process happening
But you
simultaneously.
get bounced to the other council when you fall off the chair?
Yes.
What'd you do?
Yeah, when you go to the bottom, that's where you'd go.
You
You're at the bottom at the other council.
And if you've got multiple, you can have 3 or 4.
3 or 4
different
at the
councils?
most. Yeah, so the most
What's
of the box.
most you've ever played?
Oh boy. Okay, so out of the box, we're gonna have 3 councils, but we've done 6 at Gen Con last year,
Wow.
and we're hoping to do something even bigger this year.
All right, so tell us what happened in Origins. How did it go at Origins?
Origins was pretty good. It
You had a
was.
booth, or you were
We
just
did-
doing demos?
We did have a booth. And we had a game every evening. We had a very nice 17-player game. That was pretty awesome.
Hmm.
The demos were a lot of fun, though. We had a lot of good groups come through. I like having a booth.
Okay, so summer schedule. If anybody that's backed the game, or anybody that's thinking about backing the game but wants to, see it this summer, where would they see?
Where would they see it? Gen Con! That is our last scheduled convention for now.
And that's the ticketed events.
Yes,
Or
yeah.
you're gonna have like a demo booth.
We don't have a booth. It's all scheduled, like ticketed type thing. Yeah,
It's
we're
still tough to get a booth at Gen Con. Even with all the pullaways. Like I was talking to a friend of mine, he was like, "No, as soon as any company decided they weren't coming, they literally sold the space." So
Wow.
yeah, it's just tough to get a booth there.
yeah. I don't think I want to have a booth at Gen Con until I have like product in hand. And even then, I don't even
No,
know
it
like,
makes sense.
if I've got one game to sell. Does that make it worth it? You know, I don't know.
Better to be in the demos. Okay, so people can get the scheduled tickets.
Yes.
if they want to do that.
We do have our pub night games every evening, though I think those are all sold out at this point.
Okay.
But we are doing our 40-player game. We still
Have you ever done that before?
have we had 30 last year.
Oh, wow.
So you just keep adding tables. We did 30, we can do 40.
Mhm.
We're not quite there yet, though. We need more.
All
people.
in one game, or this will be multiple?
All
games
in one
going?
game.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
we have like 8 councils.
Wow.
It works. It's you
Technically, infinitely scales.
yeah.
like
The more players, more councils. You reach your own little sub game, and that's that.
So are you negotiating within your council, basically, or are you
So you can
negotiating
talk-
with other people?
Yeah. So you can talk to anyone anywhere during negotiations.
So it's still to talk to 8 different tables.
Well,
that would make
we,
it tough.
we make it a bit longer for the bigger games. Like we did like 10 minutes last year,
Okay,
so
yeah.
you had time to like. People would usually break off with their teams and be like, "What are we doing? Now let's go talk to everyone else."
And there's still just one scoreboard that all tables mark.
Yes.
Really?
So in theory, you could run up all 6 on one color.
We actually have like a custom made like bigger scoreboard for it.
That's awesome.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say because
it's
you won't
pretty
run
cool.
out because like the 2 counts or the
I think we ran out last year.
Greater
with the big
Edict.
one.
the greater edict threshold is just gonna be off the chart.
It's always number of councils plus 1, so it'd be
Right.
like
Okay.
9. Yeah, that's like we don't even
yeah,
have.
you don't have
nine.
You don't
This was Doug's second time playing, my first time playing. But Nick, your experience. How many times do you think how many times you played Coalition?
like 15 is
15
probably a
times?
good
Wow.
answer. I think it's like definitely above 10.
And this was probably your number 1 game so far.
This is a good one, honestly, because like honestly, because we like tied. Like I
So
used
close.
my ability 0 times, but like I think
That's
the interesting
crazy.
thing is that despite that, it's still a bargaining
You
chip.
used,
Like I can
you
still
used your ability, just not
To not
hard
use it.
ability.
right.
You
Like
didn't
I
use your ability.
I used like the threat of my ability.
We were always negotiating with you about not using your ability.
Like I think that's a really like interesting axis. I just like I
think
really
you got a card from me, and I didn't get anything back. It's like, here's a card. Don't use your ability. Same thing with you, Josh.
Yeah.
Twice I gave you cards and didn't even get anything back. Just
Well, I kept feeding you.
Yeah, you kept
it was the
feeding me.
goodwill, I think.
I think the time limit stress really like puts you don't get
Yeah.
a chance to optimize all the math. Like I think the fact that you can't do the mental calculus on everything is
I think
like
you're right.
part of the appeal. Because if you optimize it, like there is probably a golden path where you do everything right that you should have done, and you don't do any bad math with anyone, and you don't make any weird sigil deals with the
Nope,
merchants
this is more
that
like
may or may not pay off.
this is more like Galaxy Trucker. You have a limited amount of time, and you're trying not to hurt yourself.
Yeah.
Like okay,
Yeah.
like Doug was really struggling in that last round. Like,
Yeah.
what could I do not to mess myself over?
Yeah.
Right. I didn't know obviously what the machinations were going on your mind. Was it how can I get that council chair for me, or was it something else you were trying to work on? Because you were like I don't
Ideally
even know
was
what's
to
going on.
not get to get you to fall off the council chair, or if by some miracle someone else threw a red in, maybe all of mine would be enough.
Oh yeah.
But really, the right answer would have been do nothing and take the 2 points from extra cards in my hand.
That's true,
to
because
break
you would have
the
just won.
Would have
Yeah.
just won.
So if I had
unless-
decided to throw one
How
more
many
in,
cards would you
you
have
had
had? Wait, how many cards
well,
would you
no,
have had
we
in your
still,
hand then?
we still would have won.
You had
We
5.
would have had 4 more.
I would have had 4 more, so I would have had 9.
Okay, so I would have got 3 more points and I would have won.
Oh.
And then
which
you
is
would have won.
crazy.
To me,
Like,
doing the
see,
wrong
like, this is-
thing
This
tied
is
up
a
the
really
win.
interesting,
Yeah.
like mental calculus that if you actually have the time to do, you see the path, but you don't see the path in 5 minutes. So you're like,
How many different roles are there
So like ability
in the game? If somebody backed the game today,
20.
different roles.
Yeah,
So
so 4
what-
for fraction.
The point that Nick's making is that in a small group game where you can really dive into your characters and do a lot of negotiation, it's going to be totally dependent on what characters you're going to like,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
oh yeah, because it's all the like play back between different roles and
Even like I think like even a higher player count, like 8-10 players, you have like whatever you and your teammate picks kind of like gonna shape your strategy.
Okay.
You know.
yeah, no, definitely. There's like a dynamic between well, we're gonna pick this and this, and it's gonna be like, oh, we're like, I don't know, like investor and banker or something. And it's like we're gonna just give money.
It's just funny because the Countess, I want other people to push my goals up.
Yep.
And that was a natural alignment with you. So I just kept getting you to, after the first round when I finally figured out what the Countess does, because the first time I dumped all those cards in.
Uh-huh.
And then after I'm like, no, let him dump all the cards.
Yeah.
Get my cards back.
well,
And then let him
that's a really
keep
good
beating
point.
his cards.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And I just kept doing that
I
every
think
round.
I think the thing I've talked to Josh about this, but like the thing that really separates, like, not to like toot my own horn or anything,
You're
but
tooting
like
my horn.
I am kind of tooting his horn actually, is that it's really interesting because I don't necessarily care about what I have in my hand always. I care about like the general state of like what's in play, like what kind of influence are in, like the fact that like there was only order and wealth in the like in round like 4 or whatever is like very huge
Boy,
information.
that changed everything.
Yeah, because like this wasn't that bad for us,
Right,
right? It's like
right.
oh, we lose all our cards, but it's like
Like
But
this
you know
would
what-
have been insane without that.
But the only bad thing is it allowed them to go, okay, we know exactly. They had open information.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's what was coming up next.
Yeah.
So we kind of gave you guys a competitive advantage at that point.
Yeah.
You knew exactly what was in everybody's hands except for one card.
I think the like what you're talking about, or like what you guys are talking about with all the crazy, like especially at the end game where you're like trying to math it all out and you can't. I think that's what makes this a party game for me.
Yeah.
Is that there's just so much going on that's outside of your control.
Right.
It's like you can do your best with it and eke out a few more points, but like it's completely dependent on what like arbitrarily what the other people at the table decide to do. Like the minute little bits of points. Sometimes it goes your way and you like you win big, and sometimes you're like, oh man, I needed that guy to bid one more card. And he didn't.
To me, a good party game with if you're going to get beyond just a throwaway game, if you're going to get a party game with strategy,
Yeah.
it has to have the illusion of control.
Yeah.
And this game has
The
the
illusion of control. Yeah.
illusion of control.
It's
Like I really think I'm going to do
Yeah.
something, and then somebody else does something else, which is fine with me because the game takes roughly an hour, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with that.
Well, it's interesting too because it's like what I love about this. I mean, I'm very biased, obviously, but like, there's no actual randomness really, except for maybe like the shuffle and redistribute here. But like, it's all just decisions everyone else is making. Right.
There's
It's
very
like-
little chaos.
Yeah, it's like the sum of your inputs create a lot of, yes, actual chaos.
Yeah.
It creates chaos, but it's not because you rolled a die or drew a card or whatever. It's just
Yeah.
because a bunch of everyone decided to do something, and it just
You're
kinda-
playing 4-man chess, but you can only see part of the board.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's there's not chaos. The chaos comes in. I don't know what you're gonna do, and that's the kind of chaos I enjoy.
Well, when you add another council, you have a whole other table where you're like, I have no idea what they're doing over there.
That's what I want to do. I played it twice now. Both. This one's at 4. I think we had 6 the last time.
Yeah.
And you have one council.
It was one council still, and it's great. It plays great at 4, which surprised me. I was a little worried,
It shocked me.
Yeah.
but it plays great at 4. I want to play 2 or 3 councils. That
We
seems
do
fun.
them. We do.
Wait,
I-
aren't you doing one this weekend?
Not this
No,
weekend,
it's not this
unfortunately. We
weekend.
had some
It was
events.
last weekend.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, we had some events last weekend. I should have lined up something for this weekend, but a lot happening. Kickstarter's a lot.
Yeah.
4 days left to back. It's on Kickstarter on the Coalition Councils of the Republic. 4 days.
Yes,
left.
4 days remaining.
4 days remaining.
Woo, get in there.
It's already
Yep.
funded, so you know it's going to come through. Got your manufacturer lined up. Got the artwork 99.9% done.
Actually, 100% done at this point.
No, because we want people to hit that.
If we hit
Well,
Mark,
okay,
right?
there's a special stretch goal that
Yeah.
might add one more
It's
piece of
the
art.
mark. Yeah.
Yeah,
Get the Gumbo Pot.
30K.
Yeah, let's get that 30K. Well, congratulations, Josh. This is fantastic. I've been watching all the videos, but Nick, you really don't get the flavor until you dive into the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's where it comes.
And then you never get enough of it. Then you play like 15 games, and you're like, oh god, what have I done?
Yeah, well, at Sobo, I was playing my usual Euro games. I was
Yeah.
playing Andromeda's Edge with you guys while you guys were having a big raucous event at Sobo.
That's where to do it at conventions.
Yeah.
Oh man.
All right, so that is Coalition Councils of the Republic. I want to thank Nick and Doug and Josh for coming in. Until next time, Laissez, bon temps, rouler.
Bye, everyone.